I don't say this lightly, but there are many people that I dislike, but I really, off the top of my head, can only think of one person that I hate right now in this world, and that is Josh McDaniels. You're watching Raiders Overreaction Monday. It is Mitchell Renz here from the Raiders Report from Chat Sports, and we're going to be reacting to the Raiders' 24-17 loss to the Los Angeles Chargers. If you want the Raiders to fire Josh McDaniels, because I'm telling you all this right now, once the Raiders finally realize, once Mark Davis wakes the F up and realizes that he hired the wrong guy, I will be live on this channel for 24 straight hours because I'm sick and tired of watching this man that they call a head coach try to do what he's paid to do. And I just can't take it anymore. So if you want the Raiders to fire Josh McDaniels, hit that subscribe button because once they finally fire this freaking clown, we're going to be celebrating here. This is a tough game to watch. I mean, the Raiders right now hired an offensive guru, and I'm doing the air quotes right now, and they have 57 total points through 4 weeks. You're looking at one of the worst Raiders offenses, one of the worst NFL offenses in the National Football League right now. If you would have told me that the Raiders would have held Justin Herbert to 13-24 for 167 yards, a touchdown, and a pick, I would have said we would have won this game 10 out of 10 times. Like, let's not get it twisted. Aidan O'Connell was not good. But when you decide to sign a quarterback like Jimmy Garoppolo, who has the injury history that he has, you're putting way, way too much stress on your rookie QB. Like, the 2 fumbles, they suck, though one of them was the tuck roll. The interception on first down and goal at the 3-yard line, that one stinks on AOC. But how do you have a running back like Josh Jacobs and you don't run the football in that situation? Like, you just continually have a head coach who has no idea what the hell is going on, continually puts his football team in a losing position, and you decided to invest all this money on the offensive side of the football, but yet your defense is not the problem. Let me say it again. The defense is not the problem for this Raiders team. It is your head coach. It is the Raiders offense. This offense stinks, and you spent all the money that you did on this offense. That falls on your offensive guru's shoulders. Josh McDaniels deserves the blame for this loss? Yes. Yes, he does. He flat out deserves it. And the fact that McDaniels, when he was asked the post-game conference, puts the blame on his rookie, Aidan O'Connell, I mean, it just goes to show you how spineless this guy is. And I'm sorry, if I'm a Raider player, I don't want to play for that guy. There's no way in hell that I want to play for a head coach that has no idea what the hell this locker room is thinking. To me, Josh McDaniels is the type of head coach that refers to players as numbers. He doesn't refer to them as human beings. You took an NFL team that was a playoff caliber team with Rich Bisaccia at 10-7, and you turned them into one of the worst football teams in the NFL. Let's call a spade a spade. The Raiders right now are one of the worst teams in the NFL. Luckily, there's the Bears. Raiders, Bears, and Panthers. I don't know who else is one of the worst teams in the NFL. The Broncos. It is a joke fest right now in Las Vegas, and the only person to blame, I shouldn't say that. I was going to say the only person to blame here is Josh McDaniels. The other person to blame is Mark Davis. Mark, you got to look at yourself in the mirror, man. You made a lot of money with this football team. The best thing that the Raiders could do right now is find a new owner, find a new head coach. If you want the Raiders to fire Josh McDaniels, I want you to spam fire right now. It is bright and early on this Monday morning. Jeremy Chuggs and I came in super early today, and I'll tell you this right now, Raider Nation deserves better, and until the Raiders fire Josh McDaniels, I don't know how else you could do better. I'm just so deflated because I know how much this team invests, or how much this fan base invests into this team. I bleed silver and black. I know there's a lot of people, man, we got it tattooed on us. There's a lot of people that would do anything for this team to win a football game. But when you watch the same thing over and over and over and over again, all I can do is say that Raider Nation deserves better. Again, Jimmy Garoppolo not being able to play, Aidan O'Connell, the 2 fumbles, the interception. It wasn't a good game for the rookie. But when you're putting your rookie in these situations, it falls on the head coach's responsibility, because at the end of the day, it is the head coach's responsibility. And that's what's the most frustrating about this. Until the Raiders fire their head coach from McDaniels, I'm sorry, but you're just going to get the same result over and over and over again, because you got this guy who's got no idea what the hell's going on. Now, we still got 2 more Overreaction Monday topics to get into, but I got to give a shout-out to today's sponsor, Prize Picks, because They're helping me get through this very, very tough day right now. And shout out to Prize Picks because daily fantasy sports made easy through them. Prize Picks is the most fun I've had, winning up to 25 times my money this football season. You just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected stats, and place your entry. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Quick withdrawals, easy gameplay, and enormous selection of players and stat types are what make Prize Picks the #1 daily fantasy sports app. So if you all don't know, here are the picks that I'm doing for Monday Night Football. I'm taking less passing yards for Geno Smith, more for Daniel Jones, more for Kenneth Walker, and less on Darren Waller. I'm going to be watching this game. Hopefully y'all are watching this Giants and Seahawks game as well. And I honestly, man, I've been playing Prize Pick for a long time, and I don't know why y'all don't get started with our awesome sponsor here. So go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. That link's going to be available to you guys down in the comments and down in the description of today's show. Even though Aidan O'Connell was not good, should the Raiders still start AOC over Jimmy G? This is not an overreaction. This is for just win, babies. You might as well see what your rookies got. Jimmy Garoppolo stinks. You finally got your running game going with Josh Jacobs. You finally got your offense kind of churning in the right direction. And I would rather fail with Aidan O'Connell than fail with Jimmy Garoppolo. I mean, Aidan at least showed the ability to stretch the field. Aidan at least showed some ups and downs. And that's what's going to happen when you have a rookie. When you have a rookie quarterback, the ups and the downs are going to happen. Jimmy Garoppolo will never be the future of this football team. Brian Hoyer will never be the future of this football team. Aidan at least got a shot. And I need to know going into next year when you got quarterbacks like Caleb Williams, Drake Maye, Penix Jr., Quinn Ewers. The quarterbacks are stacked next year's draft. You got to be able to figure out whether or not you have the right guy. And I don't know if Aidan's the right guy. I don't know. But I know this. Josh McDaniels isn't the right guy. I don't trust Josh McDaniels to be able to make the right decision. I don't trust anybody right now, part of this coaching staff, front office, to be able to do anything correct. And if I'm Mark Davis, which I know, thank God I'm not, I'd clean house. I really would. You took a playoff team and you turned them into one of the biggest laughingstocks in the NFL. Mark, you have nobody else to blame besides yourself, Josh McDaniels. You hired the wrong man. Face the freaking facts. So then the final Overreaction Monday topic is this. Is it Caleb Williams or Drake Maye season? Yes, it 100% is. The Raiders are one of the worst teams in the NFL. Say it with me. They're one of the biggest laughingstocks in the NFL. If I'm a Raider fan, I ain't spending my money to go watch this shit show. Why am I going to go just spend thousands of dollars to watch a headache? The Raiders will finish with a top 5 pick, even though the Raiders don't have a bottom 5 roster. Right now, you are being ran by a man who has no idea what the hell he's doing. And just the amount of plays that are in this game, time and time again, it's frustrating. How many games will the Raiders win this season? Right? You were 6-11 last season. I don't know if the Raiders win 6 games this season. You have the Green Bay Packers on Monday Night Football. Packers are a better football team. The New England Patriots and the Chicago Bears might be the 2 most important games of the season because that's going to determine where the Raiders pick in the draft. Patriots stink. The Chicago Bears stink. I mean, you're talking about those 2 bottom 5 teams in the NFL you're going to be going up against. I don't know what's going to happen, but all I know is this. McDaniels has no business being a head coach, and the Raiders are going to have a legit shot to have a top 5, top 3, potentially the #1 pick overall this season because you decided to hire a man who's got no backbone, who has no idea what the hell he's doing, and he's an absolute disgrace to call him a head coach. I won't even call him my head coach. The clown is a clown. That's just be keeping it a buck. All right, y'all, if you want more Raiders analysis and the latest news and rumors, Jeremy Chuggs and I got you covered here. I'm a ticked off man. I'm going to be doing a Raiders Overreaction Monday live show a little bit later on today. We're going to be live on Tuesday. We're going to be live on Thursday. The Raiders play on Monday Night Football. Hell, I might even go live on Sunday because at this point, I need a positive outlet, and y'all are my therapy session, and I mean that. I love y'all. I'll keep you up to date. Twitter, Instagram, at Mitchell Renz 365. But I think we can all agree on this. The sooner the Raiders fire Josh McDaniels, the sooner this team is going in the right direction. And if you don't fire Josh McDaniels, you might as well just continue to just walk backwards because you're not taking any steps forward. You're only taking steps back.